our national anthem.
Good evening. Kicking things off with Sheila E., the queen of percussion, doing a great version of our national anthem that she calls the funky national anthem. This is Musicians for Kamala. Tonight, we'll be hearing a lot of great music from all genres, talking with some politicians and reminding you that today is National Voter Registration Day. So make sure you're registered so you can vote in November. I'm Nick Harcourt, and it's an honor to be your host tonight. I come to this evening as an immigrant of 36 years, as someone who's been able to build a life for myself that I could never have imagined. And as we head into this historic election, it's important to me to elect a president who will restore and protect our reproductive freedoms, make our communities safer from gun violence, and help to build an opportunity economy for everyone, and an administration that believes we should protect civil rights for all Americans. Tonight, you'll be hearing from Todrick Hall, Mickey Guyton, Bootsy Collins, Jack Johnson, and many more. And I'll be talking to Natalie Merchant shortly. But first up, let's hear from Glenn Phillips.
Hi, this is Glenn Phillips from Toad the Wet Sprocket, and I am supporting Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in this presidential election. I'm doing that because I believe in hope. I believe that if we work together, we can make this a better country. And I believe that democracy itself is at stake. So let's fight for our freedom. We spotted the ocean ahead of the trail. Where are we going? So far away. Somebody told me on the ocean, step on the stones, flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Half an hour later, packed up our things, said we'd send letters, and all of those little things. Knew we were lying, smiled just the same. Seemed that already forgotten we cared. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones, flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Walk on the ocean, step on the stones, flesh becomes water, wood becomes bone. Back at the homestead, where the air makes it show. People don't know you, just as a joke. Don't even have pictures, just memories to hold. Grow sweeter each season, so slowly grow.
My name is Kai Arons, and I'm an artist living in Los Angeles. I just got back from the DNC. I traveled there to hand out 500 of these posters. It's inspired by the pure joy that I felt that night that I watched Kamala on her first campaign stop in Philadelphia, when she turned the whole country around overnight. Who saw it coming? Not me. And the cherry on top was seeing Tim Walz, my Minnesota homeboy, charm the pants off the entire nation. The perfect running mate for Kamala. Let's win this, because when we fight, we win.
So cool that Kai was there at the DNC and got to experience that historic moment in person. And tonight, we're glad to have you here to experience this historic moment. We've got a ton of musicians coming to you tonight, like Moby and Lisa Loeb, more artists like Kai, and content creators who've made videos exclusively for us. Next up, we're going to listen to some classic American music.
Hi, I'm Lara Downs, and I'm absolutely thrilled to support Kamala Harris for president. As an artist, I work hard to center unheard voices and untold stories in American music, because I think that looking back at our history shows us our path forward. I'm so happy to share with you this piece of music called There'll Be Some Changes Made. It was written in 1921 by a Black composer named William Benton Overstreet. I think that the Harris presidency will be a time of so many changes made, and I'm so excited about these next 4 years.
Such a beautiful song from Lara Downs. It's called There'll Be Some Changes Made. And, you know, we're hoping for changes to be made to our country's policies around gun reform, LGBTQ plus rights, and women's reproductive rights. That change starts with you. Please make sure you donate, volunteer, and vote. Voting is very important to a friend who is joining me right now. I'm pleased to be saying hello to Natalie Merchant. Hi, Natalie.
Hello, Nick. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for joining us on this webcast tonight. You've had a prolific and successful career for 40 years, releasing albums and touring, but you've always made time for activism. What are some of the issues that you are most passionate about?
I'd probably say the environment and human rights, and in particular, the rights of children would probably be the most important of my issues.
Why is Kamala Harris your choice for president?
Well, a president is more than a political leader. I find that they're a figurehead for the country, but they're a spiritual leader as well. And I feel like she has the compassion and the integrity for that. Of course, she has all the experience necessary, you know, having been a senator, having been attorney general in California and vice president. She has, you know, a wealth of experience. But for me, it's more her character, the content of her character that attracts me to her integrity, and her composure, the self-possession that she was able to show during that debate last week? It feels like an eternity, but I was really impressed.
Yeah, it seems like a long time ago already, but you're right. It was just last week. What motivates you to get and stay involved in both local and national elections?
Well, it's interesting that this is voter registration day and that in 2020, only 66% of the eligible voters showed up. And in 2018, that number was only 49%. So I think participation is something that I'm so glad that you're focused on and, you know, stressing tonight. Another statistic that I read recently was that the number of female voters has exceeded that of males in every election since 1964. So if the women of this country show up for Kamala, I feel like there's no way she could lose. But you ask why I'm interested in and really, you know, concerned about local elections and statewide elections is that in the area where I live in upstate New York, we've lost congressional House seats with a margin of less than 4,000 votes. So every vote really does count. And we need to, when Kamala wins, we need to give her a House majority, maintain the Senate, but flip the House for her. She needs to have every tool available to her.
Agreed, it's crucial. And you combine performing with politics a little bit. Tell us about your upcoming Hudson Valley concert.
Well, a group of friends and I founded an organization back in 2018 called Hudson Valley Votes. And it's just a loose collective of people, mostly artists, but also people who know how to put on and stage events. And what we do is try to motivate voters to show up, not just on election day, but to participate in campaigns and also give greater visibility to our candidates. So we're having a big rally here. We've been planning it for a couple months now, and it's going to be October 4th in Kingston. And we have 3 seats in 3 congressional districts, 17, 18, and 19, which all fall within the boundaries of the Hudson Valley. And we need to secure all 3 of those seats for Kamala.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Natalie. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. Thanks.
Thank you.
So remember, guys, you all have the ability to make a difference by donating to the Harris Walz campaign. Go to the website below to donate. Now let's get back to some music. I want to introduce you to one of the most important songwriters that I've heard in the last few years. This is Chris Pierce.
I'm voting for pro-equality. I'm voting for a woman's right to make her own decisions about her own body. I'm voting for more affordable housing. I'm voting for more affordable health care. I'm voting for gun safety and so much more. For freedom. freedom for all. And I'm also of the mind that American silence is a crime and that we must not be complacent. This is American silence. Will you rise up when your comfort is in jeopardy? Will you resist justifying the complexities? Is simplicity convenient in your quest to pacify? When you look in the mirror, can you see your own disguise? Can we sing a song for you? Will music move your heart and mind? Will our song arrest you? American silence is a crime. We see the music move you as you lay your burden down. And we feel the music grip you as your heart is soaked in sound. And when the song is over, if you decide to clap aloud, will your applause mean anything with stitches on your mouth? Can we sing a song for you? Oh, will music move your heart and mind? Will our song arrest you? American silence is a crime. We sing for the freedom, and we fight for all it's worth. We sing for humanity, so we can all walk the earth. And we sing with honor to live to sing another song. Yeah, we'll sing through the pain. Yeah, we'll keep on marching on. Can we sing a song for you? Oh, well, music move your heart and mind. Will our song arrest you? Yeah, you. American silence. American silence. American silence is a crime. Oh, it is a crime. Oh, it is a crime. Yes, she can.
Hey, it's Danita Sparks from the band L7, and I'm a musician for Kamala. And you know, when I wrote the song Pretend We're Dead, I wrote it about apathy. And apathy's really a bummer, and it'll really bite you. So we're all gonna get out. When we fight, we win. We're gonna vote for Kamala Harris because she is the best candidate out there. I can't wait to call her Madam President. And okay, so don't be square, get out there and vote for Kamala.
There's so much energy and joy in Kamala's campaign, in part because her presidency will mark some historic firsts for the country. First female president and first Black female president are often mentioned, but she'll also be the first person of South Asian descent. And that's a point of pride for many Indian Americans, including Falu. She's the lead singer of the Grammy Award-winning American Patchwork Quartet.
We're fighting for the freedom to create, to live authentically, and for everyone to have equal rights and opportunities. Let's fight for our freedom. When we fight, we win.
Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Oh, away. I'm bound away, across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you and hear your rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away. We're bound away, across the wide Missouri.
Hey everybody, Antonio Delgado here, New York's Lieutenant Governor. I'm excited to join Musicians for Kamala, particularly as a former hip-hop artist myself. I got a lot of love for every single one of you. Very, very important time. It's a very, very important moment we're living in right now. And today in particular is National Voter Registration Day. It's time to lock in and get this done. Make sure you have what you need to run through the tape and make sure that we can turn the page on all the incivility, all the intolerance, all the division, and look towards a future anchored in love, anchored in truth, anchored in unity, anchored in compassion and empathy, equality, and freedom. And Kamala Harris and Walz are all about that. The time is now. Freedom is participation in power. So participate, lean into your power, and be free. I love every single one of you. God bless.
My reason for supporting Kamala Harris and Tim Walz is that in the past couple of weeks, I felt so inspired by their conversations, by the debates, by them just getting out and touching and talking to the people. You dig what I'm saying? And not just people that agree with the values that, maybe us have, but like all walks of life. I've been talking to my family a little bit. Some of them, are on a different vibe. I've been talking to friends that I do agree with, and some of us are not on the same page. But just to have that conversation, to be able to break the wall and just be like, what do we really need? I feel like Kamala Harris and Tim Walz can do that for us. And just that unity and humanity, putting that first, not making us walk outside and feel maybe a little timid or a little scared because the air is different. And I feel like with these two in office, we can really, really take a great step for humanity. So that's why I'm supporting these guys, and I wish all the best to you.
I never seen someone put you in a corner. I get
And that guy can sing. That was Dwayne. He's a killer singer out of Houston, Texas. Hey, look, we've already raised over $2,500. So please keep the donations coming. We promised you all kinds of different music, and there's still a lot more to come from folks like Mickey Guyton, Living Color, and Evanescence. And we promised content creators. Mono Neon is a bassist and experimental musician out of Memphis in Tennessee. He's collaborated with a whole bunch of folks, including Pete Rock, Mavis Staples. I love Mavis Staples, George Clinton, and Prince. But we love his viral videos that he makes on social media.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. Cat, dog, dog, cat, cat, dog. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. Cat, dog, dog, cat, cat, dog. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
Hey, it's Maddie and Nick here from Senses. We're so happy to be here, and we support Kamala Harris and Tim Walz because we believe that women should have the right to choose what they do with their own bodies. This is our song, Sleepwalking. Sick of being so dang sober, holding on to the ground like if I don't it's over. I let the fear control me. I'm sick of trying to be so perfect. I should know I never could. I'm not the type to fit in. I can't keep up illusions. I just want something, anything, start again. Take me out of here. I'm sick of feeling like I'm sleepwalking. I just want something, anything, start again. Take me out of here. I'm sick of feeling like I'm sleepwalking. I hate that I feel like a stranger.
Hello everyone, it's Todrick Hall and I'm backstage at Burlesque the Musical where we're about to do a show here in the UK. And I have to say really quickly, when I got the call to come do this musical, I was very, very excited for multiple reasons. One, I'm a huge musical theater fan, but two, I just, like a lot of Americans, was very nervous about the state of our country if it should happen to fall in the wrong hands again. And one night before going to sleep, my phone blew up and I opened the phone and it still gives me full body chills right now to think about the fact that I saw a light at the end of the tunnel in the form of Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris has been a supporter and an ally of the LGBTQ plus community long before it was in fashion. Her advocacy for our community is far from convenient. I feel like for the first time in a long time, there is hope that we are going to be moving in the right direction. One of my favorite lines from any musical is from Hamilton that says, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. I feel as an advocate and a face and a voice of the queer community so lucky to be able to stand up for, advocate, and to cast my vote to vote for the first woman of color to run this country that is supposed to be separation of church and state, that is supposed to welcome people from all walks of life and religions and creeds. I hope that you all join this childless cat man in voting Kamala Harris for President 2025. Mwah.
That was rapper, singer, and theater star Todrick Hall voicing his support for Kamala Harris. Now it's your turn. We're inviting you to use your voice by donating to the Harris Walz campaign. We've already raised over $4,000. Hey, listen, if you have friends who are watching this, who are not watching this, and you think they should be, just send them the link. LGBTQ plus rights are important to Todrick, and they should be important to all of us, which is why we're very happy to welcome Jennifer Grosshandler.
Hello, it's great to be here with you, Nick.
Oh, thank you so much. Nice to meet you and to see you. Jennifer is the founder and the executive director of the Gendered Project. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about it, the foundation that disrupts the negative stories about the transgender community and replaces that with positive interactions.
Absolutely. So I am here in the Midwest in Chicago. My husband, John, and I, we are the parents of 4 kids, including our youngest daughter. Her name is Chazzy. She's 18. She is proud to be transgender, and we are so lucky to be her parents. She is set and determined to be one of the first on-air broadcast journalists of her generation who just happens to be transgender. So we knew that we needed to help folks in this country understand what we see every day, that transgender and non-binary young people, they're awesome. They are the next generation of musicians and songwriters and scientists and teachers and elected officials. And these are the stories they tell. So we quickly got together with 5 families who are raising awesome kids. The adults got out of the way and the young people stepped into that spotlight and they changed history.
So LGBTQ plus rights are important to you. You have a family involvement, but why should they be important to everybody else, regardless of their personal identities?
So 1 out of 3 Gen Zers right now are part of the LGBTQ community. This next generation, they are the fabric of our community right now. So when we see that there is a small group of angry people who are scheming, they're actually scheming to try to take away the rights of this group, it's going to impact all of us. And when we know that the rights of this group is going to be under attack, is going to be taken away, that will not be where these folks stop. So it actually matters to all of us.
Why is this election so important?
Well, it's really interesting. So I'm not a musician, although I do travel. I feel like I travel like I'm in a rock band. And so I am in all of these small towns and all of these large cities. And My intention is to have conversations with folks who are different than me, who have different beliefs than me. And I have to tell you something, Nick. Every dang conversation I have with folks who hold different beliefs than me, we all agree on one fundamental thing. We are tired. Folks are tired of the anger and the meanness and the divisiveness. It doesn't feel good. It's not healthy for us, and we need a new way out. And so I feel like we've got two universes that we can choose from. Universe A is a nonstop loop of mean, nonsensical, disorienting decisions made by a group of folks who cannot fathom that our country no longer looks exactly like them. I don't think that's what we want. We want the universe that is the Kamala Harris universe. It's Kamala Harris world. It's Tim Walz world. I've met the vice president. I have spent time with the second gentleman. My daughter has spent time with them. And I can tell you that their world is a world where we can be with each other. We can have different opinions. We can support each other, even if we don't fully understand everything. So that's what's at stake. And I know that Kamala Harris world is the world that we all need.
You mentioned that this is a music show, so I want to ask you before we let you go. There's two questions. Do you have a favorite artist, or does Chazzy have a favorite artist, or do you have someone that you both listen to together?
Okay, so first of all, well, all right, so we have like more Alexas in our house than probably light bulbs. We are a music family. Natalie Merchant was just up. I was losing my mind. Tiger Lily, Wonder, my beloved wife. She is a very important part of my life, and that is something that we introduced to our kids. Sam Smith, come on. They're like incredible. Latch, no, come on, I love them. Pink, so what? Billie Eilish, I cannot stop listening to. Lovely. I have it on a regular loop. So those are some of the artists that Chazzy and I, we really bond over.
Well, it's great to meet you. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your own story and encouraging everybody else. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Now let's hear from Aaron Lee Tassian.
My name is Aaron Lee Tassian, and as a queer artist living in the South, I'm supporting Kamala because she fights for the rights of my community. Let's fight for our freedom. I love America better than you. Her dirty money and her hot dogs too. Rich celebrities, wealth disparities. I love America better than you. Hey, Uncle Sam, I was raised a man by a daddy who went to Vietnam. I guess he's doing better than his buddies on the wall. But old trigger finger strikes again when it pulls on things he don't intend. Meanwhile, his mind is wandered off somewhere down the hall. I love America better than you. Her dirty laundry and her hot dogs too. Guns and culture shock, fast food restaurants. I love America better than you. They say our founding fathers built a Christian nation, but nowhere in the Bible does God bless the USA. He gave us Walmart and the people that we call the Indians, who showed us how to smoke tobacco. Now that's a good revenge. I love America better than you. Her founding mothers and her hot dogs too. First black president, insurrectionist. I love America better than you. I love America better than you. The crowd is
So many years ago, my jazz group got asked to play a rally for Barack Obama. It was way back. He just threw his hat in the ring. He had no security, and I got to hang with him for a little bit and talk. And I said, Barack, my band got a star on Hollywood Boulevard, and I've received a Lifetime Achievement Grammy, but I am more excited to meet you here today. So he cracked open that beautiful smile, and the two of us thought about what a pipe dream it was for him to get elected. Then years later, during the lockdown pandemic, I did a podcast for Questlove, great drummer, leader of the Roots, Jimmy Fallon House Band, also recipient of an Oscar for Summer Soul Music Doc. So I was joking around with his crew, and I said, you know, when Hillary lost, I said to myself, damn it, I'm gonna see a woman president before I die. And that's not too far down the road. But now we have the possibility of seeing a black woman president. Well, that was several years ago, and that was a pipe dream, which it is no longer. I think the next president of the United States needs to be a prosecutor because there's so much weirdness around. We need Kamala to shine her light on all this darkness. So I'm for Team Normal, Harris Walz. Let's hear it. Kamala, Harris.
Kamala Harris is indeed a historic candidate. You might have heard that she graduated from one of the great HBCUs, Howard University. Here's a song from a fellow alum, Eric Robertson. He's changed the world a little bit, the words a little bit, I should say, to make it more fitting for our favorite VP and the incredible women of Howard.
Listen, make sure you register to vote, and remember, yes, she can. She really can.
Let me tell you why I adore Howard girl. Feel like homecoming again. Yeah. Kamala Harris for the win. Right. Got my chocolate in the chocolate city. Yo, that seat never looked so pretty. Yeah.
To be honest, Kamala be the flyest, baddest of the baddest, and I ain't being biased. Perhaps I'm just ecstatic to say that I am a witness to this moment in history.
Say word. Let me tell you why I adore Howard girl.
Madam Vice Presidente, the alum who's esteemed and rather caliente. Once they fumigate and kick 45 out, spread them AKA pearls all around the White House.
The voting was kinda close, I ain't gonna even lie. But like my Pence had the future kinda looking fly. She gonna help these girls feel like they can fly. Matter of fact, they can. Look what's happening. Let me tell you why I adore Howard girl. But while we celebrate, like a self-press, she about to set them straight. And she don't care. Treat her wrong, you get declared hugs to both stand.
She had to get elected, right? So the early vote was all worth right. Something about her aura, Lord have mercy. Her journey's imperial. Went from district attorney to attorney general. The second black woman to transition to senator.
Let me tell you why I adore Howard girl.
Why I love this Howard girl, the short answer. As second in command, she stands to raise the standards. Beside that, glamorous, style is bananas. And light up a room when she smiles for the cameras.
And to the haters, just being honest, feel good to have a black woman up in office. And if they mad, might as well tell them they gon' really blow a gasket when she number 47. Yo, let me tell you why
Hi, this is Zach Gill from ALO and Jack Johnson's band. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because I believe in her vision for the future. We got a song here, an original song called Kiss the Joy. It was written in the pre-Kamala era, but we've modified it to work for this. Okay, here we go. Kiss the joy as it flies, watch it weave and then it goes. Past jasmine clumps and cottonwoods and silent discos. Past private property, exclusive to the club. Past sun and tea and pepper trees and wild orchids. But the bad cosmic wow is it somehow here we are all on this playground. Don't you know? When they get weird, it's a miracle. Just being here with you. Being here with you. Kiss the joy as it flies, but don't try and bind it, or you're liable to clip its wings and the wing life destroy it. Grateful for the time, for the sparks there inside it. Are gonna kiss the joy as it flies, then ride and glide beside it. Cause the bang, cosmic wow, this is somehow here we are all on this playground. Don't you know? When they get weird, it's a miracle. Just being here with you. Being here with you. Just being here with you. Yeah, yeah. Plus the bang, cosmic wow, is that somehow here we are all on this playground. Don't you know? When they get weird, it's a miracle. Just being here. Don't you know? When they get weird, it's a miracle. Just being here. Don't you know? When they get weird, it's a miracle. Just being here with you.
That is a really cool song from Zach Gill. And you know what would be cool right now? For you to donate to the Harris Waltz campaign. We've raised over $7,000 so far. So if you like what you're seeing and hearing, please donate. And again, if you've got some friends you think might like to check this out, just send them to the link. Still to come, Devo, Elvin Bishop, and Los Lobos, and Evanescence. You're going to want to stick around for all of these bands. The VP herself coined, excuse me, the next artist is one of her favorites. The feeling is mutual. This is Bootsy Collins.
Move over, and let Kamala take over. Move over, and let Kamala take over. Yeah. All eyes on the prize, keeping that funk alive. I'm so excited to be united. Look into the future, see if that'll suit you. We ride right before your eyes. Yes.
All eyes on the rise. This should be no surprise. Looking out to the future for a time that's better suited for a positive vibe.
Yeah, a positive vibe. Take a look inside. It'll blow your mind. We ain't going back. We've had it with that. One nation. What a sensation. Under the groove. Do that funk. I gotta get my funk on. united. By love, we're guided. All eyes on the prize. I'm so excited to be united.
Rise, we rise, united.
Do that for
Rise, we rise, united. Rise, we rise, united. Rise, we rise, yeah!
I'm so excited about the prospect of a new generation of leadership. Kamala has been in public service her entire life, and I think that she really brings the hope back to the forefront. So when we fight, we win, and I believe that she can.
It's a tough thing to face. Change can take a little longer, but if you really want it, it's worth the wait. And it's okay. 'Cause if you never see it, doesn't mean you can't be it. Either way, no, I ain't trying to tell you what to do. Lord knows I got a lot to learn myself. It's getting harder watching you, putting that heart of yours through hell. The world wasn't broken in a day. It ain't gotta stay this way forever. You ain't gotta change the whole damn thing. You just gotta leave it a little better. You ain't gotta change the whole thing. You just gotta leave it a little better. Just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little bit. Just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little bit. Just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little bit. It goes a long way. Just a little, just a little, just a little bit. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. Lord knows I got a lot to learn myself. It's getting harder watching you, putting this heart of yours through hell. World wasn't broken in a day. It ain't gonna stay this way forever. You ain't gotta change the whole damn thing. You just gotta leave it a little better. You ain't gotta change the whole thing. You just gotta leave it a little better. You ain't gotta change the whole thing. You just gotta leave it a little better. You ain't gotta change the whole thing. You just gotta leave it a little better. Oh, oh. Just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little bit. Just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little bit. Just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little bit. Just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little bit.
Hey everybody, this is comedian Paul Mercurio from The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, host of Comics for Kamala, host of Paisans for Kamala. Come on, Mercurio. I'm Italian, not Irish. Please, please donate, register to vote, volunteer, do what you can. Harris, Walz, we've got to get this ticket in. We've got to get them running the country. They're about positive things. They're about the future. They're about reproductive rights. They're about democracy. They're about embracing people who are different than they are. They don't just like people who are white. They embrace the immigrants. I am the product of immigrant grandparents. They came here from Italy. If it weren't for they, I wouldn't be sitting here with a hat and T-shirt and nothing on down here. But anyway, that's not the point. We need you to vote. We need you to donate. We need you to do whatever you can to get Harris Walz elected. It's important. The country is relying on all of us. Democracy is at stake. Please, please do your part. and put some pants on.
In this coming election, we all know what's at stake. So let's do the right thing. We're with Kamala.
This day I'm in is gonna be all the good you see in me. What I got, I'll put it in. You go in, you're so we can win. Let's do it, do it. We're gonna take it to the man. Let's see it. Trying to be it. We're gonna show you where it's at. Live in the now, sometimes reflect. But let's be ready for what's next. No need to run, no need to hide. Let's take a deeper look inside.
I'm good, together we're great. Not in a hurry, but let's not wait.
Let's do it, do it. We're gonna take it to the man. Let's see it. Trying to be it. We're gonna show you where it's at. Let's do it. Do it. We're gonna take it to the max. Let's see it. Trying to be it. We're gonna show you where it's at.
Hi, I'm Shirley Ralph, and today is National Voter Registration Day, and music and musicians hold a unique power during this important presidential election. In times of uncertainty, music becomes a refuge, a source of unity and a voice for the voiceless. Through melody and lyric, musicians cut through the noise of division, reaching hearts and minds in ways words alone just can't. They remind us of shared experiences, joys and struggles, inspiring empathy and reflection. When tensions run high, music offers solace, hope, and a call to action, igniting the belief that change is not only possible, but necessary. Musicians help us find common ground, lifting the spirit of a nation moving forward. Register to vote, plan to vote, then vote for Kamala Harris. And the music plays on.
Remember, today is National Voter Registration Day, so be sure to check your voter status. This next track bumps in more ways than one. Here's Bump the Man.
Let me help you understand why I'm saying bump the man. Sick and tired of abuse. Find that voice inside of you. Bump the man, bump the man, bump the man, bump the man, bump the man. Friends and family gather round. The truth inside this funky sound. Yeah. Forget
until he can rise above the narrow confines of his own individual concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity.
Hi, my name is Bob Reiter. I'm president of the Chicago Federation of Labor. The CFL represents 300 unions that in turn represent 500,000 working people in Chicago and Cook County. And that includes union musicians and other artists who bring us inspiration every day. This election is important for working families, but specifically, we have to remember where our spirit and what inspires us every day. You as artists, what our society needs, and it's not Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. In fact, that's the opposite of bringing inspiration to our young people, to our to voters, and to those who move our society forward every day. So let's take a stand against divisiveness. Let's take a stand against hate. Let's embrace one another and go and win this election. Thank you.
We're so excited to cast our vote once again for Kamala Harris, this time to smash the ultimate glass ceiling and take a seat at the head of the table in the highest office of the land. She shares our values. She's a good, decent person, overqualified, overprepared, and ready. And you know what? We're ready too, because it's about time for women to rule the world. Let's fucking go.
Hi, I'm Gary Jules. I'm a musician, small business owner, a husband, and a father of two. We, like most parents, want our children to be healthy, cared for, and prepared for whatever comes their way in these very uncertain times. To us, that starts with quality, affordable healthcare and access to comprehensive, affordable education. We want both of our children to be free to choose what they do, who they love, and if and when they choose to start families of their own. That's why we're voting for Harris and Walz in 2024, because we won't go back. We can't.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression,
no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Enlarge your world. Mad world. Yes, she can.
It is a mad world out there, but you know, you can help by donating and volunteering for the Harris Walz campaign. We've raised almost $10,000 so far, and your voice and your vote are so important in this high-stakes election. Please take a moment to donate. Now here to discuss common sense gun reform is Highland Park, Illinois Mayor Nancy Rodering. Nancy, welcome.
Thank you, Nick. Good to see you.
Good to see you. I have a few questions for you. Let's start off right at the top. How would a Harris administration support communities impacted by mass shootings?
You know, it's interesting, Nick. Our town of Highland Park sadly had a mass shooting on July 4th during our Independence Day parade, and we lost 7 precious lives, 48 were wounded, thousands were traumatized. And we heard from President Biden, and we were visited by Vice President Kamala Harris. Within a year, she had created the first ever White House Office for Gun Violence Prevention. And we've now been at the table several times with that talented group, that talented staff, talking about how the Highland Park shooting has impacted and continues to impact my community and the hundreds of other American communities impacted by gun violence annually in this country. We've talked about what steps are needed to help support communities in pain, and what steps like passing and supporting the bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the first major gun violence prevention legislation in 30 years, can achieve in mitigating the violence.
Where do you see the opportunities for the federal government to diminish our nation's pervasive gun violence?
You know, we are the only country that has this kind of problem. When we talk to our peer nations, they can't understand how we allow ourselves to live under this constant threat. And so Congress needs to take common sense actions that we know the majority of Americans support, like enacting universal background checks and banning assault weapons in large capacity magazines like we did in Highland Park in 2013, and then the state of Illinois did statewide in 2023. We need a federal assault weapons ban, and Kamala Harris has consistently spoken in support of that action. We need to make sure that people who should not possess guns don't. We need to require safe storage. We need to end the gun industry's immunity from liability so that gun makers can no longer escape accountability. And we need to pass a national red flag law to prevent more tragedies by keeping weapons out of dangerous hands. We know Kamala Harris supports these common sense actions, which is why it's so important not only that we elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, but that we bring back the House, because we know that Congress in the right hands will do the right thing and move forward with passing these common sense gun laws.
Thank you so much for sharing a little bit of the story of your own community and for joining us tonight. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Nick.
So our next artist has been calling for country music to take a stand against gun violence in the US. Let's hear from Ketch Sekor of Old Crow Medicine Show.
We are the victims of a terrible shooting here at a school in Nashville, which happened 1 year ago. But wherever you're watching from, no doubt your community has been touched by gun violence. And thanks to the candidacy of Kamala and Tim, I think we could see meaningful change and a reduction in fatalities in our communities in our lifetime, which I didn't think that I was going to be able to say. I'm going to close out with just a little bit of my my song. Headed down south to the land of the pine, coming my way to North Carolina. Staring up the road, I pray to God I see headlights. And I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. Well, I'm hoping for Raleigh, I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Vote Kamala.
Hi, everyone. Roseanne Cash here. I was just waiting to be invited to a Musicians for Kamala event, so I'm happy to be here to tell you that the number one reason I'm voting for Kamala and Tim, well, there are a lot of reasons, but the number one that's weighing on my heart right now and has been weighing on my heart for the more than 20 years that I've been a gun control activist is that I want a president who won't allow the corporate gun lobby to make policy decisions for them. I want to see common sense gun laws implemented like every other developed nation in the world. Background checks, red flag laws, banning assault weapons full stop, banning weapons of war from our streets, putting children first for a change. So I'm voting Kamala and Tim. I can't wait to do it. I'm voting blue up and down the ticket. And I hope you do too.
What's going on?
I'm Chloe.
I'm Leah.
From Rising Appalachia, and we are so excited to support Kamala in her triumph to the White House.
Make it happen, make it happen. It's long beyond time. So we hope you march right on in. This is a song called I Believe in Being Ready. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready, for the time is drawing near. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready, for the time is drawing near. Brothers, sisters, please get ready. Brothers, sisters, please get ready. Brothers, sisters, please get ready, for the time is drawing near for a woman to be in the White House. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready. I believe in being ready, for the time is drawing near. Kamala Harris for president. Oh, there'll be signs and wonders.
Hey, my name is Ricky Dillard, and I'm a musician for Kamala because she stands for democracy and is committed to uniting the country. She supports justice, equality, and the rights of all people, especially those who have been historically disenfranchised. Kamala is the leader we need to protect our freedoms and move us forward together.
Man, that was some really uplifting music from Ricky Dillard. It's getting hot in here. Still to come, we've got Living Color, Mickey Guyton, Jack Johnson, and more. And hey, we've raised over $10,000. Donating helps the Harris campaign connect with voters to let them know just what's at stake in this election. Now, this next song is a spontaneous collaboration, decades in the making, famed East LA Latin rock band, for me, the quintessential Los Angeles band, Los Lobos. They joined forces with legendary blues guitarist Elvin Bishop to perform this incredibly timely song.
Hi, I'm Elvin Bishop, and I intend to vote for Kamala Harris because she seems to me to be a very capable person, an intelligent person, and seems to really care about the people of this country. And above all, she's a sane person and a decent person.
than a sin. I wanna know, how could a good thing go so wrong? Somebody tell me, what the hell is going on? Sometimes I don't know whether to cry or laugh. Half the people in this country can't stand the other half. I wanna know, can't we halfway get along? Whoa, people, what the hell is going on? For us, I can't see, why can't we just agree to disagree? All this hating going on, man, that's just wrong. Oh, people, what the hell is going on? President, but he wanted to be the king. But you know what I like about the guy? Not a goddamn thing. I don't hate him, but I sure am glad he's gone. And if he gets back in there, you'll hear me holler, what the hell is going on? Yeah, man, I wonder, what the hell is going on?
I think we should check in with our friends and family back home and make sure that they're registered to vote and that they have a plan to get out there, and maybe we can make history.
It's their dream, the greatest earth. People who work, yours, their dream, the greatest earth. The story. People who work, yours, their dream, the glory. People who work, yours, their dream, the else talk. People and you ready to get that big major, ready to go, and you ready to get that big major, ready to go. People ready to go, ready. Else talk. Ready to go, ready. Else talk. Ready to go, ready. Else talk. Ready to go. That big major, ready to go. That big major, ready to go. That big major, ready to go. Else talk. Ready to go, ready. Else talk. Ready to go, ready. Else talk. People, your name is their dream. On earth, story. People who work hard, chase their dreams. People who work hard, chase their dreams, and look out for one another.
You know, 44 years ago, we wrote a song, Freedom of Choice, where we warned freedom of choice is what you've got, but freedom from choice is what you want. Well, as we approach November 5th, nothing could be more true right now. The media would have you believe that there's two parties here sparring about the best way to move America forward and serve the American people. Nothing could be further from the truth. We have one candidate who disdains democracy, one candidate who openly said he'd crush the Constitution, one candidate who loves authoritarianism. So, come this November 5th, please use your freedom of choice. Use it or lose it.
Freedom of choice is what you got. Freedom from choice is what you want.
This election, you have the freedom to choose between hope and despair. And so let's choose hope. You can donate now to the Harris Walz campaign. Speaking of hope, our next speaker created the iconic Barack Obama Hope poster, and now he's made the brilliant Kamala Harris Forward poster.
I'm Shepard Ferry, and I'm supporting Kamala Harris and Tim Walz because I want to move forward. We won't go back. I believe in the freedom of a woman to choose. I believe in the freedom for us all to live in a safe environment. I believe in the opportunity for all. Music is something that's very democratic. I try to make my visual art just as democratic as music, but let's all think about the value of democracy. One person, one vote. You can be listening to the same song as a working or middle class person that somebody that's extremely privileged and elite can be listening to. It's all the same. Your vote really matters because it's the one thing you have that gives you true equality within our democracy. Don't squander that.
Hey everybody, Willie Braun here. And I'm Cody Braun. We're with Reckless Kelly, and welcome to the Presidential Whining Room. As you can see, we got all the portraits of some of the great presidents from the past on the walls. And speaking of walls, how about that Tim Walz?
How about that Tim Walz?
We're looking forward to putting a portrait of Kamala and Tim up here on the wall as soon as they win this thing.
And one of the things I really like about them is, you know, their attention to climate change and the planet, the fact that they're acknowledging it and trying to make some differences.
Man, we always bust this one out every 4 years, no matter who's in office, just to remind people to get out there and exercise their right to vote. This is Pennsylvania Avenue. To whom it may concern, cause they've been taking the wheel for the next term. Don't you think we could do a little better than the way it's going down? I'll give you 4 good years to turn it around. And if you don't, I'll take it into my own hands. I'm gonna build my house up on Pennsylvania Avenue. Gonna raise my flag for all to see. I'm gonna make my stand up on Pennsylvania Avenue. Mama told me I could be anything I wanna be. Haven't read about hard times on the American dream. Heard about the Dust Bowl and the war machines. Haven't read about generals on the battlefields. But I trust in them to make our deals up on Pennsylvania Avenue. Gonna build my house up on Pennsylvania Avenue. Raise my flag for all to see. I'm gonna make my stand up on Pennsylvania Avenue. Mama told me I could be anything I wanna be. Oh, my mama told me I could be anything I wanna be.
a multitude of reasons to support Kamala Harris, and one is her commitment in protecting our beautiful Mother Earth. Where Trump looks upon the land as something to exploit, to assault, to control, to own, disregarding the harm of now and of the future, much like his views on women, Kamala seeks to protect, to heal, understanding that climate change is real and we need a plan. Trump calls it a hoax. When we fight, we win.
Running through my memory, trouble wash over me. Silence still steals the sound. Bury me underground. Clean myself off with the earth. Clean away all of the hurt. Clean myself up with the dirt. Clean away, falling down with the leaves. Spruce, pine, and evergreen. I feel the moss, breathe the sky, catch a briar, scrape my eye, clean myself off with the earth, clean away all of the hurt, clean myself off with the dirt, clean away, clean away, clean away.
We are musicians for Kamala. We love her joy, her tenacity, and her competency. We love her stance on reproductive rights, and we love what she's doing for the environment. And with that in mind, we want to play for you the song that we have from our second record called Time's Up. It's called Time's Up. Enjoy it.
Time's up. Time's up, no night. Time's up. The world is full of strangers. Time's up. The sky is falling. Time's up. The Lord is calling. Yeah. How you gonna stop the clock when the
Well, wherever you're watching or listening to us from right now, whatever time zone you're in, I know you're awake. That was Living Color, and what a great set of performances. If you're enjoying the music and these tracks, I put together a Musicians for Kamala playlist, which is available on both Apple and Spotify music streaming services. Plus, more performances will be posted after the show in the Blue Room, where we have additional artists submitting songs for you to watch on our website. All of our artists are doing their part. Please do yours by donating, volunteering, and of course, casting your vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Next, please welcome someone who really cares about artists, the Lieutenant Governor of Illinois, Juliana Stratton. Welcome, Lieutenant Governor.
Thank you so much, Nick. This is wonderful.
Thank you so much for participating. Tell me, why is funding and support for education and the arts so important to the Harris-Walz ticket?
Well, first of all, I think anybody who is listening in tonight or participating knows how important access to education is. My mom was a public school teacher. She taught in the Chicago public school system, and then she went on to teach adult literacy to adults who had not learned how to read in the community college system here in Chicago. But she also was an artist. And so I always grew up knowing not just how important education was, but how important arts education is. And hearing from all of these wonderful musicians, we know that that's the case. And I really believe, like everyone on this call tonight, that every young person should have access to a quality education, regardless of their zip code. And that's what the Harris-Walz ticket also believes. I mean, look, when we look at the top of this ticket and what's at stake this November, we know that the Harris-Walz ticket wants to make sure that everyone has access to opportunity, and not just to get by, but to get ahead. And education is always right at the core of that. And Kamala Harris certainly has been someone who has helped deliver some of the largest investments in public education, who believes in public education. She spent her entire career making sure that there are more opportunities for higher education, including, as we heard earlier, investments in HBCUs. And I know that alongside President Biden, Kamala Harris has also been someone who has provided nearly $170 billion, and that's billion with a B, in student loan debt relief for nearly 5 million borrowers. These are all important investments to make sure that everyone has a chance to move ahead. And that's one of the reasons why it's so important to them and why it must be so important to us to elect Kamala Harris and another teacher, Tim Walz, as our next president and vice president.
We've heard a lot about Project 2025. For those who don't know, what threats does Project 2025 pose to the Department of Education?
Well, there are so many threats. I mean, first of all, we know that Project 2025 is Donald Trump and J.D. Vance's sort of policy agenda of what they want to see happen here in the United States. And when we talk about education, let's say first and foremost, they want to eliminate under Project 2025 the Department of Education. I mean, think about that. Eliminating the department that would make sure that young people and adults who are pursuing education in our country would be ready for the global marketplace, who would have access to arts education and so many other things that can make them prepared for their futures. To get rid of the Department of Education at the federal level is, to me, unconscionable. But there's some other aspects of Project 2025 that we need to know. The fact that they want to not just eliminate the Department of Education, but they want to encourage concealed carry amongst teachers, arm our teachers. And at a time when we just heard about the need to have common sense gun legislation, it is not a solution to put guns in the hands of teachers in our classrooms where all of our children are. They want to slash funding for K through 12 education and cut more than $20 billion in federal support for our nation's most vulnerable students. One of the things when we talk about some of our most vulnerable students is that Governor Tim Walz, as governor of Minnesota, made sure that there was free breakfast and lunch for all students and made college more affordable for students in Minnesota. That's the kind of leadership that we want for the United States, for all Americans. And that's the kind of leadership that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will bring to make sure education is affordable and attainable for everyone.
In your own work and your own world, how have you seen music and the arts transform our youth?
Oh, goodness. I mean, I've always known music and the arts. I mean, I'm someone who loves dancing. I have 4 daughters who have all benefited from arts education, whether it's actually 2 daughters who have been singers and others who have done other sorts of visual or multimedia art. And in fact, I was with a group just today in a community center here in Chicago, where a group of Latine families and organizers talked about how art really helped them reconnect with who they are and have helped them to heal their community and really transform their community. And so art is so important, and we need to continue to expand arts education, but we can only do that with leaders in this country who believe in education and believe in the power of arts. And that's Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And we need to do everything that we can. We need to knock on doors. We need to make phone calls, especially to the battleground states. We need to donate. And I'm so glad to see so many donations coming in, but I know we can get past that $15,000 goal and get even higher than that. We need to put it all on the line because so much is at stake.
We've been playing all kinds of music tonight, different genres. Do you have a favorite artist or a favorite genre you'd like to share with us?
Well, Nick, I must admit that I am a member of the Beehive. And so I love some Beyonce and, like across the board. But there's so much. I mean, right now I'm really digging the Black Pumas and the Arkells and so many other artists. And I loved knowing that Evanescence is coming up. So those are some of the artists that I love, but I like all types of music. And it's wonderful to see so many genres represented tonight.
You got some great taste, Lieutenant Governor. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much, Nick.
As the Lieutenant Governor just said, please donate now if you're able to. Our next performers have been schooling us in the musical arts for decades. Here's Hot Tuna.
The time's come for us to pause and think of living as it was. Into the future we must cross, and I'd like to go with you. Well, I'd like to go with you. You say I'm a marble shaft about to fall. I love you dearer than them all, and I just stay with you. I like to stay with you. Well, I might have not been clear to say, and them
This is the place where I was born. My man, this is my home. I'm crying for home. But my man, this ain't no joke. I'm crying for home. My man, this ain't no joke. Well, I'm crying for home. There's more shouting for. Get out there and rock that boat, y'all.
Hello, I'm Gary Spivak. I want to talk a lot about moral character, about empathy, about compassion, about love over hate, about unity over division. No more vengeance, no more anger, no more dividing us. Everything I was taught by my parents, by my teachers, by my peers and mentors in this industry, and what I have taught my children and my wife and I have taught is to have empathy and compassion, not this hatred. It's exhausting. It's got to be over. This November, Harris, Walz, we could do this. Vote Harris, Walz. When we fight, we win. Let's win.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Adam Blackstone, and I am honored to represent Musicians for Kamala, supporting our Vice President Kamala Harris and Mr. Tim Walz. I'm so proud of every platform that she stands for, especially protecting our equal rights. Do you all believe in her? I know I do. Yes, she can, and let's go win this.
1, 2, 3. Little Troy on the drum line. Regiment Horn. Feel the keys and my bro Dixon. Let's go. One of our favorite covers. We'll try this for y'all. Sing along if you know it. Let's do it, D.
I see crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all when the sun comes shining through. To chase these rainbows in my mind. When I think of you, sometimes I wanna spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
I know this.
Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
Verse 2.
We look for love, no time for fear. Wasted water's all it is, and it don't make no flowers grow. Good things come to those who wait, but not for them who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Say.
Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
We've got such a great, diverse group of artists who are all motivated to help us out tonight as we're here to help elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz into office for the next 4 years. You know, like our lineup tonight, the US is diverse, and that is what makes it great. And it's great that you've already helped us raise nearly $14,000. The Harris campaign knows that your voice is important, so please use your voice by donating, volunteering, and voting. Here's another great artist, best known as the Emmy-winning composer of Only Murders in the Building. This is a pal of mine, Siddhartha Khosla.
This is a song dedicated to my mother, who came here from India to live the American dream. After they moved here, my parents sent me back to India to be raised by my grandparents, and we communicated via cassette tape. And though Vice President Harris and I have never met, we share the bond of having an Indian mother and understand the sacrifices immigrants make to live the American dream. If I mistook the sun for a mango, I'd fly up there and reach for it too. It's the story of something older and bigger than me and you. And you told it in a letter in the form of an evergreen cassette, and I played it in the morning till after the sun would set. See, Mother, I believe that half of everything I hear is true. Between you and me, I believe the anecdotes too. If time could be bent with the drop of a tear, you'd see it rained in our house for a year. This is the sound of the beating you'd hear on the tapes we've taped over all of our hopes and our fears. The open veranda's been flooding for years. I always hoped that I'd see you here. See, Mother, I believe that half of everything I hear is true. Between you and me, I believe the anecdotes too. But time can't be bent with the drop of a tear. And though you say you missed out all of those years, your voice on the tapes always kept us near. See, Mother, I believe that half of everything I hear is true. Between you and me, I believe in everything you do.
Immigrants from all countries leave behind everything familiar, their families, culture, and land, in pursuit of a brighter future, not just for themselves, but for their children. This song reminds us of the humanity and strength behind that sacrifice.
Tal vez en mi tierra no se den las cosas como yo quisiera. Por eso, mi hermano norteamericano, crucé la frontera. Salí de mi patria dejándolo todo porque fue preciso. Pero habrás notado, nada me he robado de tu paraíso. Yo en nada te ofendo cuando te propongo mi trabajo honrado. Lo poco que tengo, ante Dios lo juro, que me lo he ganado. Ya bastante sufro con vivir tan solo, lejos de mi gente. No se me hace justo que hasta me persigas como a un delincuente. No se me hace justo que hasta me persigas como a un delincuente.
Mariachi, it's such a staple of Los Angeles. I love the diversity in this city. You know, your donations will help the Harris campaign communicate with voters, letting them know how important their voices are and just what's at stake in this election. If you've been watching this for a while and you're enjoying it, if you haven't donated yet, please do. We're getting very close to $15,000. And if you could help tip us over that amount, we'd be super grateful. Our next artist is a disability advocate who happens to be blind. She uses her music to shift how people view the differently abled.
Hi, I'm Medusa checking in from New York, and I am so excited to be here talking about unity with you.
Hey y'all, this is Lachi, blind American hailing New York City, and I'm super excited to be here in solidarity with my fellow musicians coming out of the dark to support Kamala Harris for president. I hope you enjoy this special pre-screening of our upcoming release, Out of the Dark.
Bring me your freaks and your outcast geeks. Grab a shot glass at my table. Screw up your lipstick, misfit. Stay forever numb, young and done with labels. Yeah, slightly stable, yeah. Leave you misguided at the door. We don't abide by that shit no more. So that we drive right through the floor. We're coming out of the dark. And when you're lonely, I got you. And when I'm low, you got me too. Out of the dark. We're coming out of the dark. I got you. We out of the dark. Yeah, yeah. We all dressed up, about to tear the place up, finna bring the horror. If you ever messed up, ain't no time to fast up. Do that shit tomorrow. Tomorrow. They say be humble, just ignore. I ain't trying to stomach the soup no more. So loaded up for love for war. We out of the door.
Best friend, I think you should put your spikes on. I broke out of hiding, now I'm driving with the brights on. And glitter got me shiny like Houdini with some ice on. Like me in my 90, you should see me with the lights on. Icon, sea full of fish to a shark. You're a python, hiss and they'll ditch if they're smart. Feel the bass and the beat or your telltale heart. Show your face and your freak, yeah, we out of the dark.
Out of the dark. And when you're lonely, I got you. And when I'm low, you got me too. Oh, we out of the dark. We're coming out of the dark. I got you. We out of the dark. We out of the dark. It's more than strength. It's more than physical. It's more than faith. It's more than biblical. Every night, every day, all day, making way out the way. Let me show you what it takes to be a miracle. Will you burn in the fire, or will you be the flame? Light enough to walk on water, stronger than a hurricane. Make the pain a superpower, carve a mountain with a teardrop from my eye. That's what makes me. Whoa, whoa. That's what makes me a woman. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's more than grace. Ain't it beautiful? We bend, don't break, but ain't afraid to fall. Every night, every day, all day, making way out the way. Let me show you what it takes to get through it all. Will you burn in the fire, or will you be the flame? Light enough to walk on water, stronger than a hurricane. Make the pain a superpower, carve a mountain with the teardrop from my eye. That's what makes me. Whoa, that's what makes me a woman. That's what makes me a woman. Woman. That's what makes me. That's what makes me a woman.
This is Felix Cavalieri from the Rascals, and I'm supporting Kamala Harris for President of the United States. I think it's time for the younger generation to take the helm of this country. Time for a historic female president. Time for civility. It's time to show our grandchildren how you behave in public. If you win or you lose or win with grace. Time to move forward, not backwards. We're not going back. Time for healthcare expansion, climate change awareness. Time to ensure our allies that we will stand with them and we will honor our commitments. And it's time to love one another because people got to be free. Vote for Tim and Kamala.
Trying times is what the world is talking about. They got confusion all over the land. Mother against daughter, father against son. The whole thing is getting out of hand. But them folks wouldn't have to suffer if there was more love. Oh yeah, but these are trying times. Oh, and them folks wouldn't have to suffer if there was more love for you. But these are trying times. Are trying times. These are trying times. These certainly have been trying times over the past couple of years. But I'm so excited to be part of the Musicians for Kamala movement because for the first time in a long time, I felt something called hope when I found out Kamala Harris was running for president. So thrilled to be here with you. Let's come together as a community and as a country. Musicians for Kamala, unite. Let's go.
Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. So let's be clear about that, and clearly he is having a very difficult time processing that. But we cannot afford to have a president of the United States. We cannot afford to have a president of the United States. Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. We cannot afford to have a president of the United States. Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people.
You're fired.
So let's be clear about that.
You're fired by 81 million people.
We cannot afford to have a president of the United States. Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. We cannot afford to have a president of the United States. Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people.
Let's make sure those 81 million votes stick. Make sure you register to vote today. We've raised around $15,000 so far, and we know there's a lot of people coming in and going out, but right now there's about 7,000 of you watching this broadcast. So please, if you haven't already contributed, donate, you can volunteer, and you can vote. Let's see if we can get this up to $20,000. Your vote will help protect and restore your freedom of choice.
Good evening, musicians for Kamala. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. My name is Sarah Garza-Resnick, and I'm the CEO of Personal PAC. For over 35 years, we have worked to keep abortion safe, legal, and equitably accessible here in Illinois. Illinois finds itself in the middle of a public health care crisis. Because of Donald Trump's hand-picked Supreme Court justices, we have lost access to our fundamental rights. And in 2023, over 37,000 people were forced to leave their home states and come to Illinois to get abortion care. If you think that's unacceptable like I do, please register to vote. Make sure everyone in your communities register to vote, and make sure they start voting as soon as possible in your home state. Because when we fight, we win. Thank you.
Hi besties, it's Jaden Cross, and I want you to finish getting ready with me so I can tell you why I am voting for Kamala Harris in this upcoming election. While no candidate or situation is ever without its challenges, I do believe that Kamala Harris is the right choice to move us forward. Donald Trump has made clear his intent to further restrict access to women's necessary and sometimes life-saving health care. Doctors must be able to take life-saving actions without fear of prosecution. Women must have the right to make decisions about their own bodies. This is fundamental to personal freedom and gender equality. Kamala Harris exemplifies strong leadership. She is a dedicated advocate for women's rights and equality for all. She is a president I would be proud to support. So I ask you to please join me in voting for Kamala Harris in this upcoming 2024 election.
Hi, I'm Lisa Loeb, and I'm so happy to play a song in support of Kamala Harris. I was trying too hard to fit in, make me feel like I belong to something, but it hurt in my heart, hiding a part of who I am. I was wasting my days down on myself, down on my life and everyone else. I thought they won't understand, but it wasn't about them, it's my parade. I'll make it great, blow my horn, throw confetti, celebrate. You can march, you can dance every moment to celebrate. Or you can march, you can dance, every moment is your chance to be yourself. And sing out, and sing out, and sing out. La 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 la. I'm here to sing out as a woman, as a mother, and as a human. I'm so excited to be here to support Kamala Harris in the White House, to have a president who respects others and values kindness and strength and connection. It's your parade.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us on our Musicians for Kamala night tonight. And remember, you can donate, you can volunteer, and you can vote. That's what these artists are doing tonight, and that's what you can do to protect our freedoms. We asked a lot of folks to help out, and a lot of people actually volunteered videos. This is an old mate of mine, Moby, who shares his thoughts and performs just for you.
In trying to answer the question, why do I support Kamala Harris, the answers are so obvious, they almost seem ridiculous. I support her because she is smart, and she is principled, and she is experienced, and she will be a phenomenal president. But also, she's not a belligerent, angry, strange, weird liar. So I support her for all the good reasons, and that she's not all those terrible things that the other guy is. And just a reminder, when we fight, we win. Lord God Almighty, have you heard the news? My head got wet in a midnight dew. Great God, I've been down on my bended knees, talking to the man from Galilee. Michael spoke, it sounds so sweet. Thought I heard the shuffle of angels' feet. Took one look upon my head. Great God Almighty, let me tell you what he said. Tell that lonesome liar, tell that midnight rider, or tell a gambling, rambling backslider, tell him God Almighty's gonna cut him down. You might run on for a long time, run on, ducking and dodging, run on, children, for a long time. Let me tell you, God Almighty's gonna cut you down. You might throw your rock, hide your hand, work in the dark with your fellow man. Show as God made you rich and poor, you gonna reap just what you sow. You better run on for a long time, run on, ducking and dodging, run on, children, for a long time. Let me tell you, God Almighty's gonna cut you down now. Cut him down, cut him down now, cut him down. Go to church just to signify, try to make a baby with the neighbor's wife. Brother, let me tell you, just as sure as you're born, you better leave that woman alone. Tell that lonesome liar, I tell the midnight rider, I tell the gambling, rambling backslider, tell him God Almighty's gonna cut him down. You might run on for a long time, run on, ducking and dodging, run on, children, for a long time. Let me tell you, God Almighty's gonna cut you down. You might run on for a long time, run on, ducking and dodging, run on, children, for a long time. Let me tell you, God Almighty's gonna cut you down now. Cut him down, cut him down now.
Yeah, you keep playing. All right, hey, hello everybody. This is Wayne from the band The Flaming Lips, and this is Stephen. And we are here. We're backstage in Nashville, in some hockey rink. Here it's going to be amazing. We're chiming in saying, please, everybody, keep your energy up, keep your optimism up. If you know some people that haven't registered to vote, go out there, have them register. Everyone that you can possibly think of, let's encourage them to be part of this defining, amazing election. And let's keep the energy, let's keep the enthusiasm, let's keep the love, let's keep it rolling along.
Can't assume we're gonna win.
Yeah,
Everybody's got to vote.
Yeah, we can't assume we're going to win, and we just and let's let's not get too carried away. But I can't wait. So anyway, yeah, keep the love alive, keep the hope alive, keep your energy going. Anybody that you know that may be on the fence, don't give up on them. Let's get everybody that we can, and Kamala's going to do it. Yeah, let's hope it's a new day. It's a new world. Yeah.
Fucking it.
Yeah. We love you. All right. Bye.
Godspeed, Kamala.
We got a song. Yeah. Godspeed.
I'm not doing it. I was trying to play Good Times by Chic, but I'm doing it wrong.
We'll come up with something. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Jack Johnson. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for having me on here. And thanks to everybody who helped to organize this event, Musicians for Kamala. There's a couple of steps I think we can all follow. Number 1, get registered to vote. Number 2, get informed, do your research. Number 3, get out and vote. Vote for the candidate you feel best about. You got to follow your brains and follow your heart. And number 4, the most important one, is love your neighbors no matter who they vote for. I'll be casting a vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, but I'll love you just the same no matter who you vote for. We need to work together as neighbors in a community every day before this election and every day after, make this world a better place. A song called Times Like These. In times like these, in times like those, what'll be will be, and so it goes, and it always goes on and on and on and on and on, on and on and on and on and on it goes. And there's always been laughing
and cry and birth and die, and boys and girls with hearts that take and give and break, and heal and grow, and recreate and raise and nurture, but then hurt from time to times like these and times like those. What'll be, will be, and so it goes. And there's always been stop and go, and fast and slow, and action, reaction, sticks and stones and broken bones. Those for peace and those for war, and God bless these ones, not those ones. These ones made times like these, and times like those. Will be, so it goes, and always goes on and on and on and on and on, on and on and on and on and on it goes. Somehow I know same. Somehow I know it'll never be the same. Get out and vote. Aloha.
Wow, what an amazing night of music. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. And if you did, check out the Blue Room on the Musicians for Kamala website to see a ton of other bands and artists who are performing and put videos up for us. And remember, donate now, and volunteer, and of course vote to ensure that the Kamala Harris is our next president of the United States. You can continue to do all three even after the show is over. Cheers to you all, and cheers to everybody behind the scenes who made this thing happen. And a big thank you to Philip and Anthony, who are in this room with me for the last 3 days. 3 hours, kidding. Cheers to Kamala Harris becoming 47. We're going to close the night with an exclusive concert performance from Evanescence. Remember, donate, and when we fight, we win.
I'm Amy Lee, and I will proudly be voting for Kamala Harris for President of the United States. There's so much at stake this year, from reproductive rights to responsible gun legislation we desperately need, to democracy itself, our right to have a voice in this place. We need an advocate, someone who will listen to us and represent us with honor and integrity. I believe Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will help take our country forward. Vote. Voting is a privilege we can't take for granted. Use your voice. Use it for something good.
Don't let anybody speak for you. You hear me? Only you can do that. And you must do that. If you believe that things can get better, then love wins. Don't hold it in. You see all of these people, you see all of us. We are powerful. Love is powerful. Don't give up hope. Use your voice.
Cover my ears and close my eyes, just long enough to stop the noise. Go and take everything and throw it away, but I will use my voice. Drown every truth in an ocean of lies. Label me a bitch because I dare to draw my own line. Burn every bridge and build a wall in
Your turn to sing.